And here's something else I learned that I did not know until I went there, and this is true. In Italy, the church pays taxes. Yeah, they do. They pay taxes like any other business, and it goes into the government coffers, helps to strengthen the social safety net and security, and it provides, medical attention for people who need it, housing for people, and reminder that here in America, the church and religious institutions don't pay taxes. And I found out the reason they don't pay taxes is because they don't have to. Yeah. And the reason they don't have to, there are two reasons stated. One is the separation of church and state. Very, 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 very important to the founding fathers. So important, it's literally the first thing mentioned in the Bill of Rights, the very first thing. Separation of church and state, the idea that the government cannot dictate to a church, religious institution, what it can and can't say. And in turn, the church is not allowed to advocate for a candidate or a party from the pulpit. How about that? Now, great idea. On paper, it's a great idea. But come on, there hasn't been a separation of church and state in this country ever. I mean, as soon as the ink was dried, before Thomas Jefferson got home to fuck his slaves, that thing was gone. That was rubble. There's no wall. There's not even a Venn diagram. It's just like two circles on top of each other. It got so bad that in 1954, they had to create an amendment called the Johnson Amendment, which said specifically, and I quote, no electioneering. That's how bad it got. Now, look, we all watched the January 6th Fun Time Hour. We all saw that, right? I distinctly remember seeing a priest, got a clerical collar, everything, shouting through a bullhorn, atop a pile of maimed security, I guess, but shouting for real about taking the White House back from the demon Democrats, right? And during any election, you can go on YouTube and see, or if you're in the South, just turn on the TV, and you will see all kinds of preachers and pastors from the pulpit going, and a vote for a Democrat is a vote for Satan himself. Yes, if you vote for a Democrat, you are lower than a burr on the testes of the taint of the ring around Satan's asshole, and you will burn in hell for all eternity, gnashing your teeth and gnawing on your limbs, because the Democrats want to drink your children's blood so that they can further engorge their genitalia so that they can engage in drag queen story hour Black Mermaid orgies or whatever the fuck nonsense they think. So hardly a separation of church and state.